Hi folks, welcome to Raymondo Lee Travel. So I'm hoping to keep this one fairly brief. It's just going to be a short podcast. I'm just going to talk about a few things coming up on the channel for you to enjoy. So I want to thank you very much if you are a subscriber to the channel and for your commitment to my channel and watching my content. I do massively appreciate it. And I've noticed that a lot of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. So folks, please head over and subscribe to the channel. It makes a massive difference. You might not think it does, but in reality it does. It makes a big difference. And also make sure you're hitting that like button on my uploads if you've enjoyed it. Even if you've enjoyed it a bit, smash the like button, because it shows that that you're enjoying what I'm making and it's helping you. Because you'll see a lot of my uploads are really designed with helping people think about places to go when they're on holiday. Obviously, I'm doing my walkarounds and my hotels and caravan parks, and that's predominantly what it is. And it's not in depth. It's more of a way to sort of show you, from my point of view, what the place looked like. I'm not paid by any of these people. I'm just doing it on my own. It's my own money that's funding it, and it's just based. When I want to go somewhere, I will look online and see if I can find somebody that's done an upload on it, so I can see if it's somewhere that I want to go as a rule. So yeah, that's why I do these videos, because I think people should get an idea of where they're going if they're about to book somewhere and pay money for it. So yeah, that's it'd be great if you could subscribe to the channel, because there is a lot of people watching my uploads and they're clearly enjoying them, and then they're either not subscribing or they're just not liking. And yeah, going forward, that would be a massive thing for me. A lot of people tell you that there's a lot of us content creators who put a lot of our time into creating this content, and it's nice to know that you're being appreciated for what you do. So I'll not talk about that any longer. I think I've spoke about that enough. So let's talk about the few things that I've uploaded recently, which I think are quite interesting and I think you have enjoyed. So obviously the most recent things I think we should talk about is the sites that I've been to. So as you will have seen, we finished our French holiday and we've done a couple of National Trust sites recently. We went all around the Christmas period basically to Cork Abbey. If you've not been to Cork Abbey, it's amazing, folks. You should go and visit Cork Abbey. It's one of the great National Trust places in the UK, in my opinion. There's a lot to see there. There's a lot to do. We actually visited just after Christmas, and it was pretty quiet, and a lot of it wasn't open. So the house wasn't open, and there's tunnels underneath. They weren't open, but we have done the tunnels, and we were very, very lucky that we arrived at Cork Abbey one particular day, and we were asked to partake in an experiment basically, and it was because they was trying out a new show, and they needed volunteers for the new staff, so we agreed to do it, and for doing it we were then allowed to go down to the tunnels when the tunnels were closed. So we had an amazing experience because we had a guy with us down there, and we had it all to ourselves, and it was fantastic. So I have been down there before, and I have been around the house before. So, but unfortunately it wasn't open when we visited at Christmas, so I didn't get the opportunity to take you around inside the house or show you down below. So Cork Abbey, that was brilliant. There's a couple of other things I've not really shared yet, which I will share in the future. We did a walk around Cromford Mills and the canal, Again, it was a lovely winter's day. We had a fantastic walk around. Did an adventure lab there. I've been many times. It's one of my favourite places to walk. It does get really busy in the summer though, as most of Derbyshire does. But yeah, fantastic. And then moving on from that, folks, we have got the series that comes from Weymouth and that area around Weymouth in Dorset. So you will have seen my walk around my 3-bedroom bronze mobile home and what you get for your money. It's one of the cheaper mobile homes, and for us it was perfect really. It's clean, it had everything we needed, and at the end of the day you're not in there all day. You spend a bit of time in there and then you're out doing stuff. So we went swimming quite a few times in the indoor pool. It was quite busy, I've got to admit. It was quite busy in the indoor pool at Little Sea. But yeah, I did a walk around Little Sea. I tried to make it as detailed as possible. I've literally walked around the entire site. There's sections that I didn't walk around. It was very windy. But I hope I've gave people enough of an idea to see if it's somewhere they want to go to. Personally, we like how you drive into it and it's basically a secure site. You've got to walk. You can basically walk the coast from there as well. But the site itself is quite. It's actually, even though it looks big, it's not actually a big haven site. There are bigger ones. But yeah, the little shop on site there, I was actually quite impressed at the prices in there. Actually, for a lot of the things, weren't as bad as I expected it to be. And yeah, what I think probably one of the best features from there is that there is a bus that takes you into Weymouth, right from the centre of Little Sea. So you can literally walk straight down onto the bus stop, get on the bus, and head into Weymouth if you've not got a car or you don't want to drive in. So yeah, that was a great feature. There is actually 2 haven sites in Weymouth, but we obviously only visited Little Sea, and it was our autumn holiday basically. So yeah, there's lots of places I've visited. You would have seen the West Bay upload by now. We had a fantastic day there, beautiful place, West Bay. We do high ropes, we visit the Isle of Portland, we go to Weymouth Centre, we visit Corfe Castle, we take a look at Lawrence of Arabia's grave on one particular day, and that, to be honest, we did that based on a New Zealand couple. I watched their video of them doing it and visiting the area, and I thought, you know what, I quite fancy visiting that. So yeah, we called in there, went to Bovington, and that was an experience. Yep, we went to the Royal Armoured Corps. There's a tank museum there. We didn't actually visit the tank museum, but we had a look at all the tanks that were outside. There's loads of tanks around. So we checked out some of the tanks, and there's a shop in the centre of Bovington, or near the barracks. So we called into the shop and then got talking to a couple of soldiers there. That was interesting. It's a cool place to visit, and they got a memorial there, and it's only a little memorial, but it fascinated me because it uses tank tracks. And yeah, you'll see it when you see the upload. It's not a very big upload, to be fair. It's just a short walk around. But yeah, the tank tracks were quite cool. And what I've got to tell you this story. When I was in Bovington. So what we're doing, we're driving through Bovington, and we're trying to work out where the best place to park up is, because I want to have a look at this a Challenger 2 tank, and it's behind the fence, and I'm trying to work out where to park, and I'm driving down this lane, and there's literally signs up everywhere saying no idling, so you cannot stop your car. And I'd got to stop my car to turn it round, and I got into a bit of a panic. I thought, I'm literally going to get arrested in a minute. They're going to come and ask me what I'm doing, because I looked like I was just driving around the whole site. And what I was trying to do was just have a quick look at the tanks and look at the memorials. They probably get it all the time, but yeah, I couldn't understand it. It's total security of the site. So yeah, thankfully we didn't get pulled up on it, but I had to stop at one point because I didn't know where I was going. I was just going down the wrong lane, totally. So anyway, yeah, if you do end up going to Bovington, just be aware that you can't idle your vehicle anywhere. You've got to keep moving because obviously, for security reasons, it's a big military base. So yeah, I was only there for a short while, so it's only a short video. That one. So yeah, we've got, as you know, we're talking about a Little Sea Haven site. PD Tech had told me about he'd booked his holiday through Ho Seasons. We've actually got some Ho Seasons holidays booked this year, PD. We have booked through Ho Seasons in the past. A lot of our Haven holidays, they're all done through Haven. And the ones that we're going to this year are all booked through Haven as well. But we have got all the holidays booked through Ho Seasons, and we have booked plenty of holidays in the past through Ho Seasons. But yeah, it can be a bit. PD says it can be a bit hit and miss when you get your caravan. Some are privately owned, and some are owned by Haven, and I kind of agree with that sentiment. They can be a bit hit or miss. I think, other than one bad experience, my experiences have all been pretty good so far, and I do check the beds for bed bugs because apparently France has got this problem with bed bugs, and it's starting to spread a little bit, and London is apparently pretty much a hive of it going off at the minute. But I don't know how much truth there is in it. You know what they're like on the news, they start trying to scare people. So personally, I've checked the beds for bed bugs at every place I've been to, and it's all been no issues at all. So yeah, tell me in the comments if you've ever had issues with it. I know that the reviews at Haven can be a bit mixed, but like I say, other than one bad experience with the mobile home, which sort of wasn't their fault in a way, and it's because we'd gone on a weekend during a storm, and it was flooded basically. The whole area was flooded, and we got into our caravan, which they still allowed us to go to, rather than moving us to an area that wasn't flooded. I was very upset about. They then told me that they hadn't got any other caravans available, which I totally didn't believe at all. We then arrived into the caravan and found that the sofa was completely filthy, like a dog or something had been sitting on it with mud on it. And it was the last week before the end of the season, so they did send someone out to inspect it, and we turned the cushions over, and we thought we're only there for 2 days, we'll just stick with what we've got now. But yeah, we're a little bit disappointed with that one. But other than that, all the other sites we've ever been to have all been really good. And Little Sea Caravan, as you've probably seen, was pretty decent really. So yeah, can't really complain about that. So yeah, I think I've already mentioned what's coming up this year. So I've got quite a lot happening. Going to York, got a trip coming up to York. We are going to York Dungeon, but you're not allowed to film in York Dungeons. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. I'm probably just going to film a little bit of York Centre and then show you the dungeon from the outside. But I don't think I'm going to film a great deal that day. And then we are heading to Scarborough for a few days. And then we've got some other places on the East Coast that we're visiting during the year. So yeah, and then I think I'd mentioned it to Malky. We're heading to, and met a few others that I'm heading down to a site called Kessingland, and one of the first places I should be visiting is Rendlesham Forest, because I do like a good UFO story, and so yeah, that's one of the places I'll be visiting. But that's a few months away yet, folks. There's a lot to come throughout the year. So yeah, that's it really. Just a quick chat. Hope you're all okay. And thank you very much. And just want to give a big shout out to the members of the channel. I've already said massive thank you to all the current subscribers. Really appreciate you being part of the channel. I want to give a massive shout out to the members, and that's Joe Blalock, who's now been with my channel for 6 months. Thank you very much, Joe. Really appreciate your long support with me. Always been a good friend of mine, and I hope our friendship continues. And then this is Zeppo. Thank you very much for your support, my friend. I do appreciate your support. It's always been amazing. You're another guy that's always been with me for a long time, and he's a fantastic geocacher. It's one of these geocachers. He's doing his daily streak basically, and I don't know how he does it because the amount of days he's been doing it for now is just crazy. Was it you on nearly 700 days? It's crazy. I would never be able to do that. Never got the time to just do one a day. So yeah. And then our other channel supporter is Ramon Linares, who's Spanish. So I've got 2 guys from America and 1 guy from Spain. He lives not far from Barcelona. Have I said that right? Please tell me I've said that right. Ramon, I have been reading on the news, or in the papers, and it's been on the news that you've had extremely hot weather. Extremely hot weather. And they're going to have to start rationing water already. That is, to me, that is crazy. But yeah, I've heard that you've had really hot weather. Didn't Mercia break a record this week? Was it 28 degrees? Or last week? I'm sure I read that they broke a record for the hottest temperature recorded in January. 28 degrees. That's just crazy. So I hate to think what it's going to be like for you in the summer this year. But my mother-in-law's got a property in Fuerteventura, and she's been out there for the last 8 weeks and has been saying they've had a really, really good winter. It's been really warm, mid-20s every day. So yeah, I think it's a bit cloudy this week though, but yeah, other than that, they've had pretty decent weather. So yeah, thank you, Ramon, for your support as always. I really appreciate it. Thanks to all the members, and thanks to everyone else that subscribes to the channel and supports me in my adventures. So thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next podcast. And I do apologise if it's been a lot of waffle, but thank you very much, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.